When I first had the vision or idea to create confessTV, I kind of laughed because it really is such an intense project for one person to accomplish, to put everything together. It really is challenging to be able to do everything. But when you realize the power and the gifts that God gives you when He saves you, the ambition, the passion, the gratefulness, the opportunity to serve Him however you can, God finds a way to do that for you. He helps you with resources. He helps you with people, bringing people together and all the resources to be able to make it happen. There's nothing else on this earth that could actually make me feel incredibly empowered, and that is only Jesus Christ. There is a scripture in Colossians 3:23. It says, "Whatever you do, do your work with your whole heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters." Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as if you were doing it for the Lord, not for human masters. And the key word is this: as if you were doing it for the Lord. Whatever you do, it's not like I'm not going to put effort into this because it's not for God, it's just real quick, it's just real temporal, so I don't have to put effort into this. No, it says whatever you do, do it with all your heart, as if you were doing it for the Lord. If you're walking, if you're running, if you're building, if you're working, whatever you do, anything that you do, do it as if you were doing it for God. And the reason it says that is because it's very profound. It makes you challenge yourself not to take shortcuts. It makes you challenge yourself to take initiative in things and take pride in things and put your passion and put your heart and be creative into doing the things you do. And by doing that, it actually elevates your life to another dimension, because not only are you doing things the right way, but you're not doing it like everyone else. The majority of this world today thinks differently, and that is why that scripture is there to reinforce that, so that you do not be contaminated like the rest of the world. Because the truth is, the majority of the world really feels like this: what is the least that I can do to make the most money? What shortcuts can I take and profit so much from there? Where it defeats the purpose of this scripture. Whatever you do, do it with all your heart, as if you were working for God. The majority of endeavors that I've taken throughout the years, I've always had a simple, idea. And that idea is, what is the most that I can do to make sure that I do it better than anybody else? What am I willing to do that's extra, that others are afraid to do, that others will not input into that others are scared, that others will not see the purpose or the point? Why should I do this much? It isn't like I'm going to get any praise for it or a raise or extra money. So why waste time in doing that? But the truth is that this scripture was meant to make you better, to actually challenge you. Everything that you do makes you who you are. And the truth is, there's a saying that goes, practice makes perfect. Imagine this: what were to happen if you practiced everything to do it right? The problem with that is that you would become a slave to that. You would become addicted to that, and you couldn't see yourself doing anything else other than doing it right, other than putting more effort into it. And the final outcome is that you will stand out above everyone else. And God says that He wants to shine us and make us like a lampstand and put us on top of the hill, so that others can see that light shine, and that others will be encouraged by saying, I want to be like that. And the only way that that's going to happen is if you follow that scripture. Whatever you do, do it with all your heart, as if you were doing it for the Lord, not for human masters. I chose to do something that basically is, I don't care how much something pays. As long as it takes me to where I'm going, I don't care if it pays anything. And on the other side, I don't care how much something pays if it takes me away from what I'm doing. I do not want to be part of it, because it's going to distract me. God is sufficient to provide all my needs and everything that I need. So there is no need to take shortcuts. There is no need to go somewhere else where I'm supposed to be here. So I challenge you to do things better. I challenge you to be able to excel in the things that you do, to not be so slob about it, to not be just a sloth about it, that this will get me by. When you clean something, clean it good. When you drive, drive as if you had got in the car. Are you going to be speeding and taking stops, or are you going to have road rage? Everything that you do, do it as if you were for God, and I guarantee you and challenge you that your life will be transformed to another level, that you will get a raise, that you will get promoted, and that God will be honored because of that decision. That's all I have to say for today. Welcome to Confess TV, and thank you. We'll see you next time.